Hi, my name is Don Nori Sr., and today we're going to talk to a very special young lady. At the age of 9, she started to write a book, and at the age of 11, Destiny Image published it under the Ambient label. The name of the book is The Last Two, and we're going to talk to her and her mom today about this book. So exciting to have a young person writing, especially with the quality of the writing that she did. And whenever we first brought it to product development and the first reads, they were all excited and amazed to see the quality of the book. And not only does it have quality, it's a great story, and it's something I'm sure all of you will be excited to read. So let's introduce Kaden Hurley and her mom, Kelly. It's nice to have you with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
And her mom, Kelly.
Thank you. It's nice to be here as well.
So, Kaden, you need to tell me what made you decide to write a book.
I've always loved writing. It's my favorite thing to do. And in second grade, I would always be writing little short stories and having my mom read them, and it was so much fun. But then in fourth grade, things really changed because
Many
my
years
teacher,
ago in fourth
yes,
grade.
My teacher, Miss Heichman, she told the class about an author, Gordon Corman, who had apparently written a book when he was 12, which really wasn't that far away from my age then, and had published it when he was 14. So that got me thinking, hey, that's not far away, I can do that too, since I really liked writing. And I just wanted people to read what I've written and enjoy it, like I know my mom has and my Graham has as well.
So one day you just decided to write. When did you tell your folks what happened?
It was the day that Ms. Heichman had told us about Gordon Corman. I had decided right then and there that I was going to write a book too. I came home, got off the bus, and I went straight to my mom and said, Mom, I'm going to write a book.
And you did.
I did.
So did you have notes? Did you have something in mind? How did you know what you were going to write?
Well, I based it off of me and my sister, Jenna, because I just really love her so much, and I figured that she would think it was pretty cool.
She's older or younger than you?
She's 7 years old,
Okay.
About 5 years younger than I am, and I thought she would really like it if I had her as one of the main characters. So that's where I got the two sisters. But the rest of it, I liked chapter books and I liked fantasy, so I figured that would be my ultimate goal. Now I would have like notebooks or little post-it notes all over the house with little notes about what this character should do in this part. Or
so all over the house you had post-it notes?
Yes.
So Kelly, you knew when you saw post-it notes you didn't throw them away?
Oh, certainly not, no. Whenever I would find them, I would say, Kaden, would you like this one as well? And then she would put it somewhere, tuck it somewhere safe. We started expandable folders. Oh. So she would put it in her expandable folder and pull it out when she would need it.
Well, that's pretty cool. So did you think about this all the time? Or like how were your grades in school?
My grades stayed all A's the whole time I was writing, and I didn't really think the book would influence them because I would always come home and make sure I did my homework first and study for all of my tests before I even considered working on my book. But it never left my mind. I thought about it night and day. I would keep a notebook beside my bed and in my backpack and my folders everywhere I went.
So you were always thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Kelly, did you really think she was going to finish writing the book?
Honestly, at first, when she came home and said, Mom, I'm going to write a book at 9 years old, and I said, that's wonderful, that's a great idea, but I wasn't sure she was going to finish it. I thought perhaps it might fizzle, but when she would come home and diligently type on the computer every day, I was convinced. I had confidence that she would complete it.
So, listen, if that, I had 5 sons, and if they'd have said to me they were going to write a book, as a writer myself, I would have encouraged them as you did, but I probably would have had probably an exit strategy that I would have prepared myself, something to say to them if it didn't work out. Did you have anything like that?
Honestly, I never really did have anything in my mind prepared because I was so convinced that she would finish it. Honestly, perhaps that's why.
So you never had an exit strategy? Like,
I never had an exit strategy.
You tried your best. I had confidence in you, but maybe the day will come when you can finish it. You never had any thoughts like that?
Honestly, very few, really. I mean, her writing on the computer actually was a reward for her. I mean, she would, if I needed her to do something, I'd say, fine, do this, and then you can type on the computer. So the fact that it was so much of a passion for her from the start was what really convinced me she could do it.
Wow. So, Kaden, are you done with writing now? You did your book, you've done your masterpiece, and now you're on to something else?
Well, no, I love writing, and I figured I could stick with it as maybe like a backup plan if, whenever I get out of a university, then I could just continue writing along with another job, but I haven't really thought about anything other than the book itself. I have planned a sequel and thought about it being a whole series.
So did you start writing the next book yet?
I did. It's called Elves of Zeoch, Lost and Found.
What?
It's called Elves of Zeoch,
Lost and Elves Found. Of Zeoch, Lost and Found. I see. Well, that's pretty cool. Do you have it all outlined and everything? Or?
I do. I have the big action-packed pieces outlined in notebooks, but I haven't, figured out the little details yet.
Wow. You know what? By the time you're old and gray like I am, you'll probably have a whole lot more books written than I do. That sounds pretty exciting. Well, look, I think I want to look at your book. Alex, could you come and bring a copy of this book up here so we can look at it? Because I really want people to see this book that you've written. So, oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Is this the book you wrote?
No, it's not the book I wrote.
I was going to say, this is massive. To start this at age 9. Oh my goodness. Alex, I think you gave me the wrong book, young man. This is an 1865 printing of the Bible done in the United States with a wooden cover. This is not the book she wrote, young man. Oh my goodness. All that dust. The last two, this is what she wrote by Kaden Hurley. Pretty exciting book for a young lady. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to put together a special deal for you. Got a good picture of it there? As she has been going from classroom to classroom, and it's really neat. The local school districts have opened their doors for you to go. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, last week we went to Oak Flat and the middle school, and so many kids there would come up to me and just congratulate me, as well as the teachers, and we would set up a table and have my book displayed for sale, and it went pretty well, actually.
And so you sold them there?
Mm-hmm.
And did you sign them all?
I did. If they wanted me to sign them, then I would sign them. But some people didn't want me to sign them because they would give them to others as gifts, and they didn't want to put a permanent name in the book.
I see. So, but what you can do is you can just sign your name, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of, I'd like you to sign this. I want to see how long it takes you to sign your name, okay? So this, let's see how long it takes you to sign your name. Go. You know what? That's too long. It's taking you too long. Okay, try this one.
Okay.
Go. Still too long. We're going to have to practice that, young lady.
Oh, definitely.
Because, could you help me with, because we're going to run a special. And on this special, you're going to have to sign some books. Because we're going to send these books all over the country. And to send these books all over the country means you're going to have to sign them, because that's what's going to make people interested in buying books signed by the one and only Kaden Hurley. And so whenever you sign these books, that's what's going to make people want them. So what we're going to do is we're going to have them just, you sign your name, okay? And we're going to sell them, and then we're going to give some away, so that probably, we're not quite sure how we're going to do this yet. We will, by the time this video is over, we're going to know what that special is. But what you'll have to do, you might as well start now. While I finish talking, you start signing. Okay? And you'll have to get a lot faster than that. Okay? Yeah, that's way too slow. Mama, you're going to have to teach her that, see, it doesn't matter if people can, come on. It doesn't matter if people can read her name completely or not, which means she's going to have to unlearn what she's learned so far in school, because in school I know they're taught that everything has to be real, real pretty and real fancy. But in this case, that's not the way it is. Welcome to publishing, and welcome to authors. Come on, you gotta get these things something. So, anyway, this is Kaden Hurley. She is our youngest author, and we're excited to publish her book. Just sign it right there, anywhere the page opens. And I hope you help her get this out. Just think, a lot of kids, which she didn't tell you about, a lot of kids did, you need to get these other cases out, Alex. A lot of kids were excited, they even started writing because they were inspired by her. If you've got kids, grandkids, need to get this book. It's written on a fifth grade level that are going to be able to read this book, get excited, and really inspire them to write too. And if there's anything that this country needs, it's inspired kids to write. You have children or grandchildren that need inspired to write, then I encourage you to get several of these books so that you can give them as Christmas gifts. Give them to your children, your grandchildren, to neighbors, to friends, so that they can pass them on. And you'd be surprised how many are encouraged not only to just read the book, but when they find out how young the author is, it encourages them to read as well, and also to write their to begin to write themselves. Wouldn't it be cool if thousands of kids are encouraged to write because of a book you gave them that was written by a 9 and 10-year-old, and you gave them that book? That would be quite awesome, wouldn't it? Is that all the faster you can sign?
No.
Got a lot of books to sign, sweetheart. You want some lunch?
No, I'm good. I got too many here. I can't take a break.
You do. You got to sign much faster than that. All right, folks. Here's a special. Man, I am so tired. You know, you got to sign before you get carpal tunnel. These aren't signed yet, you know. I don't know what they're doing over there. All right, here's the deal, folks. You go to destinyimage.com, and the books regularly retail for $15.99. But you got to put them on the pile here. You're going to sign them twice, dear. They retail for $15.99. But on destinyimage.com, you can get them for $5 a piece. And the first 25,000 that are sold, she's going to have signed them. Is that right?
Yes,
the first
it is.
25,000?
I don't know. I don't think I can handle that many books.
No. She's going to take off school between now and Christmas to sign them. No, I'm lying. Her mom's right there. She's going to throw something at me. The first 500 are going to get Kaden Hurley's signature on them. $5 a piece. And to help Kaden, we got to take her to the doctors and see what's wrong with her arm afterwards. $5 a piece. Would like you to order 3. But you can order 1 if you'd like. Remember, these are great to give to kids, to give to your children, to your grandchildren, to your neighbors, to your friends, and encourage them to write, encourage them to read. As she's gone to school districts and to schools, many kids have told her that they've started to write because they say, if Kaden can do it, I can do it. It's pretty exciting. So all joking aside, don't knock that over.
Try not to.
Okay? All joking aside, I'm going to finish my yogurt, Dannon Light and Fit. And you go to that site now, and you'll be able to order the books. And we're going to get them to you just as quickly as we can. Thanks, Kaden. I appreciate it. God bless you. And God bless you. Share this video. Send it out to as many people as you can. Let's see how many books we can sell in the next week or so. Okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye.